Samadhi Bali. Do you know what it means? Said Samadhi Bali.
Not exactly.
Okay, okay, no problem. So it's
So,
like a radical message. Everything is this. Everything is what is. It's a Hindi meaning. In India, there is a mystic called Kabir who give this phrase "Sahet Samadhi Bali." It means everything is easy.
all right,
Don't try to make it complicated. So this is my channel's name.
all right.
So how are you, Andreas?
I'm good. Thank you. Very good.
Good.
How are you?
Okay, and what is the story? I'm very good. I'm very good, and thank you for talking to us. Thank you so much.
Cool.
So, Andreas, can you please tell me about something about nothing?
Well, well, there's not really much to say about it exactly because it is nothing.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
well, all there is what happens, and
So this
there's
meeting is over.
nothing and something. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Please go ahead. Please go.
Well, yeah. There's no. I mean, what this points to is that what happens is nothing real on the one hand, and that it's just everything. There is no realization of anything, and this is nothing real.
So
That's it.
what's this? Who is this? Who
Oh,
is this?
well, there is no answer to that. Or one could say wholeness, but that doesn't really say anything. So, no answer.
What is enlightenment?
Hmm. It depends on what you understand with the word enlightenment. In regards to this message, I would say there is no such thing really. There is no real enlightenment. But I think some people might call the dropping of the illusion enlightenment, the dropping of the illusion that there is someone. But it doesn't produce an enlightened person, an enlightened me. So, in that sense, there is no such thing really.
Okay. So why I'm doing a spiritual practice and following spiritual masters and doing this meditation and following do's, spiritual don'ts. What's that?
Yes. Well, say again? What's the question?
It's why me is doing spiritual practice, following spiritual
Hmm.
master, enlightened master, spiritual do's, spiritual don'ts.
Well, I think because it sounds like a good idea to do so. So the person's impression is to be real on the one hand, and on the other hand, a sense of unfulfillment. And it just feels as if I have to find a solution for that. And spirituality seems to offer such a solution. So from the person's reality, it's kind of logical almost. Someone says, "Hey, do this or do that, and you'll be fulfilled," and the me says, "Yeah, why not? Let's try." So that's how it goes. From the
So can you
seeker,
please?
from the
Oh,
seeker's perspective, it's quite logical to do that.
so have you your story, Andra, is spiritual before this? What is? Do
Yes.
you have
Yeah.
spiritual story?
Ah, yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah, I do have.
Can you please share some do's, don'ts, or what practice you have done for the listeners?
Well,
Or your story. Can you please share your story if you can?
yes. Well, I try to make it short because it's not um, too interesting. Well, actually, I've been I think, a spiritual seeker since my teenage years, I'd say, and I had several, yeah, methods, kind of. Well, in the first years, it was a bit like trying out all kind of substances, but for me, this was already connected to seeking. That's when I became interested in happiness as an issue. So I pretty early was interested in what's happiness. How can I be happy, and what can make me really happy and stuff. So that's what I would regard as a spiritual search, kind of. And later on, then I was trying all kinds of things like being aware and be in the present moment, not believe one story, healing stuff, all kinds of things. It was a mixture. So, yeah, that's basically it. That's my story, basically. I mean, of course, that's very
And when
simplified. But
when it all end and how?
when it ended, well, it ended kind of with the collapse of the seeker itself. So all I was looking for was, of course, things for me becoming enlightened, me becoming happy, me becoming fulfilled. But in the end, it's this me which just dropped or turned out to be illusory. So in the story, I mean, it collapsed. It started to collapse for no real reason, and after that, I met Tony Parsons, and then this message came into my life. But the collapse of the Seeker actually happened before. I not the total collapse, but the breaking down. The collapse started before I met Tony. A few months only, but somehow this whole spiritual game lost its grip for no real reason, but it just started to lose its grip. And I was deeply into it. It was my world, basically.
It was for me. It was a handcraft of gold, plated with the gold. The spiritual world is a handcraft
Hmm.
which is gold plated.
Hmm.
It's a beautiful handcraft which we don't want to break.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. Well, I couldn't stop it. Of course, I would have loved it. It would have, if it would have went on, but it just wasn't possible anymore. Of course, no one really wants to let go of this, but it can't be kept up. If I sometimes think, if there's a break in this sense to be someone, if there's somewhere a hole in it or a crack, it's becomes more and more difficult to keep it up.
Is there any free will or a person's will?
Well, there is no person, so no, not really. No, no. It's not a philosophical question. It's not a philosophical question in terms of is there free will or not. There's just no separate person.
So we can see a different person, different character. They behave differently. They some are good, some are bad, some are spiritual, some are religious.
Yeah, that's what seems to be happening. Let's put it like this. But there is no one really. There is no me, no I sitting in them, sitting in those bodies.
Have you ever tried psychedelic?
Psychedelics?
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
substance is okay. And have you recommend to someone to do it if they want to, if an individual want to grow in his or her journey?
No, I'm sorry. No, I can't suggest it. I can't suggest anything.
Okay. So what's your message?
Well, I don't really have an own message. I can just report, apparently report, um, that this self is illusory. The self, the seeker itself doesn't exist, and that all hopes of a fulfillment, a future fulfillment, um, belong to that illusion. So there is no one, there is no separation, and this is whole and complete already. There is nothing missing. That's it, basically.
But we are talking, somebody is getting sick, somebody is healthy, someone is doing yoga, someone is doing meditation, someone is killing someone is doing crime, someone is catching them. What's that?
What?
That's all illusion.
No, 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 no. That's the natural reality that is real and unreal. The only illusion is that there is a separate me doing all of that. So those things, they just seem to happen, but what they are cannot be answered. There is no answer to what that is actually. War or crime or good people or bad people or people doing yoga. There is no answer to that. What that is can't be known, but it's not
So
an
why me?
illusion.
Why me is seeking an answer then?
Um, I think it just together with this sense of me, there is a sense of unfulfillment or wrongness. Not that anything is wrong, really. It just belongs to this impression to be a me. And out of this comes the seeking. But it's not because something actually is wrong.
So how one can stop this search or stop this being me?
Well, I think that's the problem. There is no answer to that because being me is an illusion already. So asking, how can I stop the me, is coming from this illusion that there is someone in the first place. It's exactly this question which doesn't have an answer. What should I do? How should I be? How can I become happy? How can I get rid of the me? That is the seeking dynamic, and there is no answer to it. It is this one that doesn't have any autonomous reality.
So the one who can seeking is also a,
Yes.
I'm not finding perfect word.
Yes.
The one who can who is seeking need to seek,
Yes.
but both is doing this out of no free will.
Yes. Both is what happens exactly, the seeking and the collapse of the seeking. Yeah. and there is no real connection between those two. So seeking doesn't lead to the end of seeking.
So there is no hierarchy. There is no guru, no shishya, no spiritual being, no enlightened person, no enlightened person.
Yeah, yeah.
There is no hierarchy.
There is no
You mean to say?
yeah, no hierarchy. Yes. Yeah, there isn't.
So,
I mean, the thing is, the whole idea of spirituality is based on this assumption that there is a spirit in the body. That's another word for the me, the spirit within the body. And how spirituality comes out of this need to find an answer for that spirit. And within that world, you get all the ingredients: separation, path, hierarchy, something to do, wrong things to do, seeking, the frustration from not having found. And it all belongs to this spirit, so to speak. But this spirit is illusory. There is no hierarchy between anything.
so how one can get rid of this seeking? They don't have any option.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. In a way, that's where the seeker constantly fails to get rid of the seeking. The seeker can't get rid of the seeking because it's the same thing. And this illusion happens to no one. That's the seeker's problem, that the seeker is as impersonal as everything else already. Otherwise, you would have two me's: a me who's owning a seeker or a me illusion, but that's not the case. And of course, if seeking happens together with the illusion that there is someone, that's what happens.
So you mean to say, but you still have to pay the bills. You still have to go to the job. You still have to fulfill the responsibilities. This
Oh
message
well,
don't make you free. This message don't make you free.
yes and no, because yeah, those things are what seem to happen, but they are not imprisoning someone. The only illusion is that circumstances imprison a me. But without someone, without this illusion that there is someone, they are the complete and natural free reality. And that happens by themselves. Bills happen by themselves, the paying of the bills, going to work, or not paying the bills and living, I don't know, anything is free already. And it doesn't need someone to become free from them. It's like trying to become free from wholeness, trying to become free from what happens, from the so called world, let's put it like this. But the so called world is unknowable wholeness. There is nothing else. But it doesn't
Waiting can happen.
create someone who is free.
What is waiting for enlightenment? What you called waiting for enlightenment?
Well, waiting is another method, so to speak. So the person can say, if I can't do anything, I have to wait. But waiting for enlightenment is the same like meditating for enlightenment, or working for enlightenment. It's just a bit. Well, it might be less stressful, but it's also more frustrating to wait for enlightenment. Sounds a bit boring.
But meditation is not bad. It's good.
Well, it's neither good nor bad. So it doesn't help for the me to drop. Let's put it like this.
Yeah.
But nothing
So
helps.
you are
So
not on the mission. You are not on the mission to change the world or bring the awareness in the higher self and
no, no,
like
I'm
other
not.
spiritual enlightened person.
No, no, no. Now I can just state apparently that the world is already perfect, but I don't state this to anyone in order to make it more perfect. No, it's just already perfect as it is. But for no one, it doesn't have anything to do with goodness. But that's the surprise. When the seeker drops, when this illusion drops that there is a self, the illusion that there is a problem with the world drops as well. And there's just a report here, but for no reason really.
So what is the law of attraction?
Well, well, a story, I guess. There is no such thing really, but it's what seems to happen, like bills and bad weather and stuff. So people seem to attract similar people. It's very ordinary, but it doesn't mean much.
What do you think on rebirth?
Well, I think there is no first birth. There is no. Yeah, I think there is no reincarnation because this first incarnation is dreamt. That's another spiritual idea, like that there is a spirit in here that is born and that will be reborn. So I don't see something like that.
What about Buddha? Buddha's last message was, "I will reincarnate after 2,500 years."
I'm I'm sorry, I'm not a specialist on Buddha, so I can't comment on that. But if that's what he said, that's what he said. Haven't seen him so far. Hello?
Hello?
Cool.
You can hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
What is trust? What is hunger?
Say again, please.
What is thirst, hunger, lust, greed, emotion? What is that?
Well, probably one need to talk about everything you just said separately,
Okay.
but in a way, they are a mixture of stories and feelings. But And some of them happen only when there is the illusion of me, and some of them happen by themselves. Some belong to the body, and some belong to the illusion to be someone. But in the end, there is no answer to that. That's the problem. What things really, really are cannot be answered. Everything
So,
is the unknown.
so what's the point? There is no point.
Absolutely.
It, it is very disappointing message.
Absolutely. For the seeker, it is. Oh, totally, of course. If the seeker is looking for something else, something deeper. Yeah, you're right. But the natural reality is disappointing for the seeker. That's why the seeker is looking for something else. The seeker just says, this can't be it. So I have to go and find something greater. Yeah, that's just how it is. This message seems disappointing. What happens seems not enough. Oh, yeah, totally. It is for the person.
The hope for the hope in hopelessness.
Well, the person can even turn hopelessness into part of its
Hope.
path. No, no. No, it's just hopeless. Everything is just itself. For the person, an utterly hopeless message. But at least it doesn't confirm the dream. It doesn't confirm its dream to exist. Yeah, that's the funny thing in what those teachings do, or what personal teachings do. On the one hand, they give relief from the pain of seeking, and they give hope and stuff. On the other hand, they confirm that there is a problem. They confirm that there is a seeker and that there is a problem. So there's promise and hope on the one hand in a seeking, on the other hand, frustration from not being it already, from not being enlightened yet.
So everyone is already enlightened.
Everyone is already whole and complete. If you call
So
this
there is no
enlightenment,
everyone.
yes, everything apparently is whole and complete.
So if I drink a cup of tea or I sit for 15 minutes meditation, both are same thing.
Yeah, both are equally whole and complete. Yes.
Both are coming from the same nothingness. Both are
Um,
appear that.
both are nothing. While they are what they are not something. Yes. Uh, they are nothing and something at the same time, but they don't emerge from nothingness. They are nothing while they happen.
But one is thinking that I am, in spite of watching Netflix and Amazon Prime, I should watch a non-duality video or spiritual audio or doing some meditation or listening something or seeking something, searching some videos so that I can be a better person, I can be more enlightened, I can be more spiritual.
Yes, this happens within the personal dream. That's just how it seems. Yeah, that I should see for something deeper. Absolutely. Yeah, whatever that is, then. Yeah, I'm not happy with what happens. I have to. There must be more. Yeah, that's just how it feels. Yeah, in the dream. The thing
So who
is,
is watching this dream?
yeah, sorry, when that collapses, It's not that suddenly everything is experienced as whole and complete and as enough. It's just that this illusion collapsed.
Mm. You mean to say, if you have wife, she will be still there. If you have children, they will be still there. Their school fees is there. Everything is same. Only individual is collapse.
One could say so, yes. Yeah, kind of. Absolutely.
The identity, the identity of me. This is my wife is collapse, but wife will still there.
Well, yeah, at least at first. Oh, yeah, of course. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. The illusion drops that anything is my experience and therefore mine. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have any message from nothingness? Spontaneous message.
Well, but nothingness can only report about it being nothing. So, no, not really. I don't have a message. There's nothing that I have to say that the world needs to hear. So, no.
Any commandments? Andreas Muller, 10 commandments.
No, no, I'm sorry. Can't come up with something. Mm.
Okay, but if you give 10 commandments, I promise you will not crucify you.
No, no, sorry. No.
Okay. Thank you so much, Andras, for your time. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy.
Mm. Thank you very much. Oh, I totally enjoyed it. Lovely to talk to you.
Thank you so much, Andras. Hope we'll talk in future also.
Absolutely. Yeah,
We talk about nothing. We talk
yeah,
about something for nothing.
yeah. Perfect. Very
Thank you so
welcome.
much, Andras. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Have a great day, Andras.
You
Bye.
too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.